So, it's Halloween. Halloween's always been a kind of an exciting time for me because usually when it comes to Halloween, I usually try to spend it looking at scary stuff, and I've always had fun doing that. I used to watch scary movies with my mom, and then it was fun. It was a good time. And I think that kind of evolved into listening to creepypastas on YouTube. I always loved creepypastas. To be completely honest, like most creepypastas are kind of terrible, but yeah, some of them were actually kind of scary and actually good. But yeah, and I know for sure that around Halloween time I always pick up Junji Ito again and start reading more Junji Ito manga. It's actually really fun and amazing. I love his work. It's just I don't know if I've ever feel like extremely scared by any of his work. The only work of his that really got to me was the Amigara Fault. Oh god, I forgot the title. Amigara Fault, something like that. That one actually that one gave me nightmares, man. That one was actually good. The twist at the end completely screwed me up. But yeah, I've always had a fun Halloween has always been a fun holiday for me. And to be honest, I put on my costume today actually. I put on my costume today and walked around, and man, something like 1 in 50 people actually had a Halloween costume on. And it's kind of tough. I don't know, I think I noticed this last year too, and maybe a couple years ago as well, and the year before, I mean, that it doesn't seem like a lot of people really celebrate or have fun on Halloween. They go on the train and then everyone looks depressed. I mean, everyone always looks depressed on the train, let's be real, but Halloween is supposed to be a fun event. Time to embrace your spookier side, and some of it is 100% capitalist propaganda, 100%. They want you to spend millions of dollars on costumes and everything, but it doesn't have to be your costume doesn't have to be something that expensive. Maybe just put on a witch hat. There's a couple girls with cat ears on that I saw. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but just something to acknowledge that it's October 31st, it's Halloween. I'm gonna have a good time today. But for so many people, it just seems like it's just another run-of-the-mill day. Another run-of-the-mill day, Halloween. It really brings up this image of joylessness in life, that people aren't really stopping to admire the flower. People aren't really stopping to admire the flowers in life. They're just kind of going through it all, and something happens and something doesn't, and they just don't care. They're just I think it's important to make the point of your life not to be the work you do. I think a lot of people tend to forget that. The point of your life is not the work you do. You do work, sure. And if you really enjoy your work, well then heck yeah. But for most people, they work because they have to, not because they want to. And I think that's an issue that people have, that their work becomes their life. So to the point that they can't like plan ahead to just have a costume on Halloween and just enjoy yourself. The joy in Halloween is seeing other people in really nice costumes. And everyone, it's like it's the single day of the year that everyone dresses up and basically gets to be a cosplayer. But seems like a dying thing. A dying tradition. Seems like. It's a little sad, honestly, but I might be reading too much into it. I just kind of wish more people would put on costumes for Halloween. And it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I saw some people in like onesies, teddy bear onesies or something. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but just, you know, something. Because this is a day that two strangers can meet and be like, yo, nice costume, man. You know? And it'll be so fun time. You get to meet people you probably would never meet in any other circumstance. You get to talk to people. It's a little sad. It's a little sad that Halloween this year wasn't that great, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I think, I don't know if I ever really went trick-or-treating. I think one year I tried going trick-or-treating, but with my older cousin, and she was just ferrying me around to all the houses. But I think we were kind of late. Like we went to a house, and the guy there was like, you know, trick-or-treatings tend to happen around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is now 8 p.m. So we are technically like past trick-or-treating time. So right, okay. So I never really fully got to experience trick-or-treating. I think one year in my apartment, I went around the doors in my apartment. I think I was really young though. Like I gotta be like 4, 3, I don't know, 4 maybe. Walking around the apartments and like actually trick-or-treating and getting candy. That was a fun time though. That was a fun time. I think yeah, back then my costume used to be Harry Potter. Like I used to dress up as Harry Potter. I had the glasses and everything. It was nice. It was awesome. And there was a long stretch of time where when it was Halloween, I was so caught up in my own work and my own, like the things I was doing at school and supporting my parents and everything, that I didn't really celebrate Halloween. I didn't. Like whenever it was Halloween, I was just like all those people out there today. I didn't wear anything. I just went as it was a normal day. But even though it was just a normal day for me, I always found joy in seeing other people trying to enjoy Halloween. Dressing up and trying to be someone different for the day. You can do your work in your costume, you know, but I don't think. And most jobs in the real world let you come dressed up on Halloween. It's one day of a year. We're like, what are they gonna do, right? Come dressed up and everything. Like, it's almost like all these people today, all these people that weren't dressed up, they forgot to have fun with their lives. They forgot to have fun. Jordan Peterson has this rule that in his book 12 Rules for Life, when you pass by a kitten on the street, be sure to pet it. It was something along those lines. I think there's something important he says there. Something important in the sense of you are living on this world, you are living this life, and you are forced to do things, unfortunately, which include getting money for yourself and your family, which include going through school so that you can get money for yourself and your family. And it happens, unfortunately, that we live in a society where to even have access to food or to even have access to sustenance or shelter or water, you need to work, and you need to work to keep up. I also kind of believe it's a good thing that happens, because when people don't work, or when people are extremely lazy, hikikomoris and hikikomori, you kind of rot. You kind of rot in your own skin. In a, not really a literal sense, but your brain definitely rots. But we get so lost in our daily grind sometimes that we forget to enjoy life. At the end of the day, this is a journey, and it doesn't have to be a sad one. I know it's like so crazy that like sometimes we lose the wind for the trees, that we completely lose our sense of direction. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we living life? Why are we working? Why are we trying in life? I think about, and I think it's good to ask yourself that sometimes. Because when you ask yourself that, you kind of get a sense of, where's this going? Where's this ship going? Where am I going? Where am I going? What am I doing? Where do I want to go? And it's important to ask yourself these questions, because it's important to enjoy life as much as you work through it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Life is not all about work, it's also about play. Work hard, play hard. Famous old saying, huh? But really, maybe I just want to see more people outside in costumes. That's the truth. I made an entire video just to tell people I want to see more costumes on Halloween.